My name is Tristan. I am the CEO and founder of Sojourn Properties, which is located here in Arizona. We do luxury rentals through Airbnb, and all of our management is full service. I believe I was on Facebook and I saw I believe it was a video of some sort with Jonathan. He mentioned his company and they're a cleaner in Scottsdale. So I didn't even have a property at the moment. I was still looking for them, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna need a cleaner. And so that's when I reached out to Jonathan, and he invited me down to their warehouse, and we had a long conversation about what he was doing and how he was doing it and what set them apart. And right from that moment, I knew that this was the company that I wanted to work with. Just how he had his warehouse set up and how he treated his staff, having massages offered weekly for the cleaners. And it was those little things that this really is a people business, and that really spoke to me. And that's the level of care that we also want to provide as hosts. We want to make sure that every guest has an absolutely perfect experience and that we go the extra mile. And I could see that in Jonathan and his company, Well and Good. It was very easy from the start, and with it being my first property, I was very particular and probably not very easy, but I wanted to perform for the owner who hired me to run their place and put a lot of trust in me. So I, in turn, put a lot of trust in Jonathan. And I remember walking into the house the very first time after it was cleaned, and I was blown away. It looked incredible. It was gorgeous. Everything was just so neat and exactly how I dreamed of it. And then, of course, I saw after a guest and then the crew come in, and that also blew me away because it was just like a whole team of people and just swarmed into the house and immediately just went to work. Everyone took a room, and it was incredible to watch, really. I definitely push the envelope with what services are provided. I lean on them heavily for everything, and I ask the questions always. Can you do this? Can you do that? Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. I will ask the most obscure things that, from his team. And, most of the time they're like, I think we can do it. I think we can get that done for you. And there's other times they're like, yeah, that doesn't quite fall in our purview. But so we use them for full service linens and the premium cleans that they do. And we'll be using them for their additional services now, maintaining the properties with air filters and the light bulbs and the batteries. So that was something that Jonathan and I talked about. And I said, I'm driving around town changing ring batteries. That'd be really great if I could just drop them off at your office and someone could just change them when they're already there. So the linens, the cleanings, the handyman services, I've had them build out furniture for us. I've had them fix things that get damaged. Coat rack fell off the wall when a guest put a heavy backpack on it. So they fixed that. And it allows me to, work on my business and not in my business. It's priceless. I would recommend Well and Good Property Services to anyone in the short-term rental industry because they do such a fantastic job of providing everything you would need to be hands-off in the business. So whether you're an owner and looking to just create some passive income, or you want a property to maintain itself while you're not there, say during vacations, Well and Good can make sure that the property is always in great shape for each and every guest, and it doesn't require you to go there and be there all the time, which has really helped me learn to expand my business into other places, understanding that as long as I find the right people like Well and Good, I don't need to actually be there. With their services here, I live 15 minutes away, but I don't need to even go to the property because I know that I can look at the photos that they provide and I can talk to their team, and I know that everything is going to be great at the property. So for their full service and everything they do with handyman services and property maintenance, they're just a one-stop shop, and couldn't be happier working with them.